Hey everybody, Dave the Foxmage here with some more Cobalt core. Alright. Let's see. Actually, let's see what we've got for... We could do another Dizzy run. We could do Drake, Max. You know what? Let's do another cat run. Let's do Cat Dizzy Peri. Alright, so... Wait. Peri... Oops. Okay. Cat Dizzy Peri. What ship do we want to use? We could use the Gemini. We haven't done this in ages. Why not? Trying to remember what's okay, it toggles that. The nice thing is we get more card draw than we do for the Ares. The downside is we don't have the same level of control of when stuff switches. Alright. System time corrupted. Please select boot option. Nothing I necessarily want to upgrade. Let's do a boss artifact. Well, or do we remove 2 cards right off the bat? I think we remove our basic shot right off the bat just because we have Peri, so we're not going to be hurting for damage. No pun intended. Okay. Basic shot, be gone. What is this? Draw 1 card. So it's free. Draw 1 card and don't exhaust, or it's... This feels like it's designed to pair with things. But for now we're going to get rid of our other basic shot. Okay. The downside is this ship is wider, so that's, you know, a little less than ideal. Okay. So now I need to remember that this is going to keep switching. Okay. Multi-shot first. I'm a blue guy, red. I don't remember ever seeing that interaction before. Okay, we are going to miss with this, but we're mostly just trying to get out of the way. May as well shield surge. Alright. You know, in hindsight, it's every time I play a card, not every time I attack. I could have done that in the opposite order. Oh, wait a second. Basic swap suddenly becomes way more useful. Because all it would do is... Okay, I definitely want to keep this around. Actually, I probably want to upgrade it. Because what will happen is, I'll play this, and right now it's just going to exhaust. So I draw a card, but all it does is flip the weapons. Alright, let's just do some basic damage here. Let's get a Riggs card, why not? And we're never... we'll take Scramble. And we'll go ahead and play that Scramble. Okay. Well, I can lunge. Scoot, scoot. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you're staying stationary, nice. Multi. Basic dodge and block shot. Okay. I may as well lunge again. Block shot. And get out of the way. I suppose I could actually just soak one of these hits at some point. Because I'm really not in any major danger. Okay. Multi. Let's just get a max card. Lazy Barrage is actually kind of interesting. So, okay, if I play that now, you'll move them 2 to the right, which actually makes it harder to get out of the way. Well, wait. Moves them 2 to the right. Nah, at most I can move 2 to the... Well? Yeah, at most I could move 2. And I don't have any temp shield. Alright. Block shot, I guess. Scoot. Alright. Okay, so now at this point I can scramble. Lazy Barrage. Okay. Here we go. Converter. Shield turns to movement. I could make that free. Let me think about that, because this with momentum, I mean, we only get 4 shield max with this ship, so this one doesn't clear it out though. Well, it's pretty expensive. Rigs card, wave charge. I mean, we could do our wave beam insanity again. Yeah, let's do that actually. Alright, we can only do 2 of these, which I guess is fine because we eliminated some cards early on. Good afternoon. Is it? Can I get you anything? Okay, what are our options for upgrading wave charge? I forget. We can add 2 wave beams or a wave beam A. Adding a wave beam A seems kind of nice. Or do we clear stuff out? Nah, I think we're good to upgrade some stuff. I think I want... wave charge A here. Or wave, yeah. You know what I mean. Neat. Okay, let's go... Okay. They're both going to give us a random. This will give us a harder encounter. I'd rather have a random event, I think. So let's go topside. Picking up a distress signal? Wait, no, it's pirate. Why is it always a pirate? Hey, give me that artifact or else. Is there... What actually does this... Oh, we just lose it. There's no, like, special event that's triggered or anything, it doesn't look like. Yeah, no. Alright. Well, we'll do our wave charge, I guess. Now, you're just going to give us heat. I can do this for free. And then, basic dodge. Scoot, scoot. Alright. Okay, we will multi-shot, swap, and multi-shot again, I guess. And why not get some block as well? Okay, well, we're not going to be able to get fully out of the way. Basic dodge, scoot, and wave beam. The wave beam is really nice. I actually, if we can do the duplatron, I know I say this every time, I know it like ends up getting me killed every time, but if we can get the duplatron, I would love to quadruple duplicate this thing. Let's do this, just on the chance of getting a scramble. Step 1 for simulating rigs. Pretend you're not panicking. Alright. I don't have a good way of scooting exactly one. Alright, I can make this work though. Multi. Wave Beam A. And block shot. Here we go. Okay, stun source. I just wish it didn't cost that much. Okay, deflection. I mean, I get why it costs that much, but still. Endless magazine. Tempting, but I think we've already got our insanity. Deflection is interesting. But I think like deflection B in particular, like could be comboed with stuff that, like a lot of dizzy stuff that uses like convert shields to damage or convert shields to movement, that sort of thing. For now, I think we will skip. Permanently gain +2 max shield on pickup. That is a nice one. Sharp edges, I like. Chaff emitters is really good, but I think I want the sharp edges. Alright, doesn't matter which of these we go for. Oh, this guy. Let's get a free rigs or a rigs card. The hand cannon. Nice. Basic dodge. Hand cannon. And then we can still move out of the way. Alright, okay, get our wave charge. Basic swap. Alright, well, we're going to be taking some form of damage here, I think. Yeah, no way around that. Do a multi-shot, so you just barely move out of the way. And then wave beam you. And okay, we're taking 1 point of hull, not the end of the world. Especially because the sharp edges will take them out immediately. Discount Peri cards. Be kind of fun. Rigs, defensive mode. Oh, 1 second here. I hate when you have a sneeze coming and it just goes away. Well, alright. Defensive mode. I actually really like this one. I'm thinking we go for it. Because basically it means that for one energy, we can just continually be both evasive and shielding. So I think I'm going to go for this. Alright. Hi, Janitor Bot. Oh, we are really wide. Okay, I can work with this. We could... multi-shot. You're gonna fire for 1, okay. Basic dodge. Lunge. Scoot 1. Okay. Yeah, Max would be really helpful here. Isaac. Let's see, do we do this now? Do we turn on defensive mode now? I think we need to defend more than anything at this point. So let's do that. That. And we may as well get a... Let's get a max card. Rightmost card gains retain. Reroute. Reroute. Whichever. I am absolutely going to forget that we have this. So let's do route access. Okay. Let's scoot 1. All right. You know what? I think we basic swap. It's a little bit of a waste, but multi shield surge and get some basic dodge. Yeah, all right. Okay, now let's do that. Scoot, wave beam, lunge. Aha. Okay, dizzy. Corrosion beam. I do like corrosion beam. Especially if we make it cheap. It's really tempting, but nah, I want to trim this down. Like I said, I think with our wave charge A, I think we've kind of got what we want to do. Well, but I say that. Okay, fine. Corrosion beam. I talked myself into it. Artifact. Ion converter. And your turn with more than 0 energy, gain a shield. Nice. Random event. Whoa. Vertigo. Ah, you all again. An extraplanar being. Neat. What do you value most? Let's go... I'm actually kind of tempted to go with evasion this time around. But let's go damage. I mean, 7 damage is just too good, you know? Then it is yours. Thanks. I think we can do a strong encounter. Hey, George. Okay. Wave charge. Scoot. Get you with that. And may as well basic swap and multi-shot you. Yeah, you're like all shield pretty much. We could corrosion beam. Yeah, corrosion beam, shield surge. And we win. Because we had to shuffle. Alright. Okay, defensive mode. Temporal anomaly. Like, temporal anomaly is just really good. But we already did that recently. Okay, iframes. Lose 1 hull. The ship cannot take hull damage. End turn. So basically, if we were going to be taking a whole ton of damage, we could replace it and say, nope, I'm only taking 1 damage. Ah man, you can't make it so it's replayable, because if we combine this with the ability to like auto heal or to heal after every fight, that could get quickly broken. I think we're gonna skip on these for now. Okay, crosslink. Every 5th time we attack, gain evade. Not a bad idea. Cockpit lock on. Again, not a bad idea. Revenge drive. I think I like the... I think I like the extra evade. Well, yeah. Repair yard. Howdy. Hi. Can I get you anything? Okay. Do we upgrade corrosion beam? Or do we start removing stuff? I think we upgrade corrosion beam. So we make corrosion beam cheaper. Heck yeah. And boss time. Okay, the new version. Do we ephemeral blast? I think we might. Let's get a Regs card, see what we get. Instantly move randomly. Yeah, we'll go scramble. Okay, now we will ephemeral blast. Shield surge. Multi. And screw out of the way. Alright, we cannot get in, we can't just be safe in the middle. That's something important to note. So let's play that. Okay, defensive mode. So we can't get fully out of the way. So I'm not going to waste the evade. We'll just soak this hit either way. We'll do that. Let's go ahead and just play the basic swap. Alright. Okay, Alright, so we can move to the left, hit take 3. We can move to the right. Actually, let's 1 lunge, wave beam. Let's get a max card, because why not? Spacer. Yeah. Why not? We'll draw a card. Scramble? Yeah, I think we scramble. We'll soak this hit, but that'll get us out of bigger hits later. Okay. Let's go ahead and Corrosion Beam, just get that working for us. Okay. Here. Multi-shot. Block shot to break that. One more. Alright. Okay, we are currently safe. Wave beam. I actually don't really want to lunge here. So instead we will just scramble and block. And multi-shot for the win. Okay. And continue. Endless magazine comes up again. Peri. Attack damage is total number of enemy cannon attacks. Oh man, that would have been brutal here. I just wish there was a, like, you know, full, like, all attacks. Like with missiles and stuff. Although, I mean... Yeah, man, this is really good. It won't help us in enemies that are or with things that are primarily drones, and it means we wouldn't do any damage if there's a round where they're not attacking. But I think we already have a couple of things that we're working on, so I think we'll pass on that for this time. Adaptability is good, but I kind of like defense mode better. Okay, high frequency intercom. At some point, I would love to actually like be in a place where this is really useful. Like maybe the very last thing before the final like fighting the Cobalt. Okay, shield burst. Anytime you gain shield, gain temp shield. Not bad. Glass cannon, extra energy every turn. The ship's cannons become weak. Extra energy would let us kind of get up and running faster because it does cost us 2 to get our like primary attack up and running. Especially if we can get the duplatron. Let's do glass cannon. Could potentially be taking more incoming damage, but not the end of the world. Okay. And none of the stuff I want came up. Yeah, we definitely need to start doing deck thinning, like pretty much right away. We're at that phase now. And let's get a rigs card. Echo. Echo is interesting. Whiplash is also interesting. Let's Echo. I have brilliant ideas for how we can make this, like, break. I think. For now, though, let's just do a basic swap. Okay, we will block shot, corrosion beam, because it doesn't matter where we're pointing for that. Surge up, and let's get out of here. Alright. There's no way we can actually evade or dodge this, so... well... yeah, there isn't. Lunge. Multi. Defensive. At this point, we can just soak the hit. Let's get a max card, why not? Overclock. Add 2 to the next status you gain. What does... okay, this isn't going to apply a status effect to me. By the way, I don't know if I've ever pointed it out, but there's this button here that's basically look at the current situation. You can see there's like the blue glow around everything. It took me a long time to notice this was here myself, actually. You know what? Why not? I'm not sure I'll actually make use of it. Now, I could actually just fully dodge at this point. I think I will. Alright. So now... okay, wave charge. Wave beam. Echo. Would like to get the wave beam back. The top of the draw pile. I wonder if there's a version of that card that lets you take stuff directly to your hand. That would be even better. But anyway, basic dodge. Should have done that in the opposite order. Oh well. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of bad at thinking about stuff like, you know, what order I need to be doing things in. Okay, multi-blast, multi-shot, Drake.exe, I think we're good. Okay, we can only get 2 of these again. I kind of want the random event here. Yeah. Hello, dearies. What brings you to Grandma's Bakery and Weapons Market today? Weapons. Cookies. Both? Have a look around. I think we remove a card. This is exactly like the kind of thing I was hoping for. Either that or a way to make, Corrosion Beam playable multiple times, or Wave Charge A playable multiple times. But in any case, I think let's just get rid of max.exe. It's not really being super helpful for us. Come back soon. Because the difficulty with it is you can't build around the, character.exe cards because, it's a different card every time. Okay, repair yard. How's the ship running? Oh, as good as can be expected, by which I mean bad. Can I get you anything? Let's see, do we want to upgrade anything? This is upgraded, this is upgraded. We could upgrade defensive mode now, but I think we should still focus on removing. Okay, so let's remove... Do we remove basic swap? Nah, I think we remove rigs.exe. All gone. Alright. Hello, Stardog. You were my nemesis previously. Let's see how this goes. Corrosion Beam, sure. I was just double checking. It's like, I thought this was every turn. Just, okay. Well, we could lunge. We get out of one and into the other. Yeah, why not? We can do an attack that way anyway. Defensive mode. Shield Surge. Alright. Pretty solid start, I think. Okay. Wave Charge. Wave Beam. Scoot, scoot. Multi-shot. Let's play basic swap, just kind of get it out of there. And we could actually multi-shot again. Because you don't have any shields, so there's no real harm in attacking you with whatever we have. We're not wasting our, hits against shields when we have a way to pass through them. Okay, Wave Beam. Shield Surge. I think we just play all these. Alright. And we win. There we go. Much easier. Okay, Flux. Drake.exe. This would be interesting to play around with at some point. Just basically, it would be hyper aggressive. Alright, Peri. I think we're good. Crystalline Offshoot, okay. Let's do Corrosion Beam, multi, defensive, and basic dodge. And we can just barely be safe. Did you have to move one? Seriously? Okay. Scoot. So at this point our shields could soak everything. Wave Beam. And play the basic swap, get it out of there. Hit him with that again. And lunge. Block shot. Alright, good amount of damage. Let's see, I need to be sure to be out of the way of that, so let's do the basic dodge now. Or let's get the basic dodge played now, so we have the evade. There we go. There we go. There, and get out of the way. Actually, I keep forgetting that we get the cross-link, which is helping us out too. Wave beam. Okay, books.exe, adaptability again. Front-loaded blast is really interesting. If we... Because let's see, fumes are you play them once and they're, yeah, they exhaust. The only downside is it's to your draw pile. I mean, I guess it would have to be, because to your hand would just be, you know, pointless, because you could immediately play them. Anyway, back. I think we're good. Okay, premeditation. At the start of combat, gain a glissade. Glissade. I think it's glissade. It's flippable, so we can basically just zip like 2 in any given direction. Max shield. Any cockpit start with weak. Let's go cockpit lock on, actually. Yeah. Doesn't really matter which of these we go for. Actually, it kind of does. We want to go for the top one because that gives us more options later. Recalibrator. Draw a card every time you miss a shot. Alright, won't say no to that. It could be handy. Okay. You're the ship that, yeah, whenever it's shot, that part gains armor, so. So multi-shot is kind of crap against you. Okay, defensive. Block shot. Basic block. We'll get out of the way. Okay, so now... Okay, wave charge. Corrosion. Scoot. Wave beam. Basic dodge. There we go. Wave beam. I mean, we can just kind of soak this. So let's actually just do we'll kind of wear them down a little bit. A little bit. Okay. I don't want to actually finish my turn here. Not the end of the world though, because with block shot we'll be fine. Basic block. Lunge. There we go. Huzzah! Actually, yeah, I didn't need to do any of that. Do we get a second wave charge? It's really tempting, but I think I'm going to hope for the Duplatron. So we will skip. Yeah, we'll go strong encounter. Hey, Rogue Starnacle. Okay. Defensive, basic dodge. We'll do a wave charge. And we'll just kind of get out of the way. I could have actually fired, but oh well, hindsight. Alright. Basic swap, we'll just see what this gets us first. I don't really have much in the way of movement or anything, so okay, we may be in for a little bit of pain here. Okay, and lunge and scoot. All right. Stop going like right there. Okay, we can't dodge this really, so we will scoot there. Wave beam. Actually, we can just soak the hit. All right. Yeah, we need defensive. We need defense mode to start coming up way more often. Because right now we're kind of stuck in position. All right. Let's just do that, and then our temp's shield will just soak that, so no problem. I'll save the evade. Okay. Wave beam. Lunge. Why not? Okay, shield surge, and let's just get the abyssal visions out of there. Alright, block shot, because actually I want to draw specifically. Okay, it wasn't what I was hoping to get. Multi-shot. Basic dodge. I may as well lunge. Alright. We'll do some damage as we shuffle. Okay. Basic block to flip the cannon, and then boom. There we go. Okay, blocker burnout. Prism B. Discard 1, then attack for 2 damage per card color in hand. Still like the idea of eventually doing a prism run. Dizzy. I think we're good. Okay, multi-threading. The first time you get a temporary card, each combat gain an energy. That seems interesting. Gain hull and heal, or gain max hull and heal. Fracture detection would be really nice. The only downside is by the time we find the fracture, the battle may be almost over. You know what? Let's do the multi-threading, because we're going to be getting temp cards every battle. So we will be making use of that every battle. How's the ship running? Oh, as good as can be expected. Which I mean, bad. Can I get you anything? Alright, so what are we removing? I think we're removing basic swap. Oh. Defensive mode hasn't been upgraded yet. Do we do that first? I think we do that first. And we want the one that we can use all the time. Ooh, shiny. Which technically just thickened our deck slightly. Okay, this version of rigs. Oh, and you're positioning yourself perfectly. Nice. Wave beam. Corrosion. We'll fire up some defensive mode. And yeah, I'd rather, well, yeah, let's get the, yeah. Alright, you're going to drop out the punches. Multi-shot. Basic swap. Another multi. Let's just beef ourselves up to soak the damage. Alright. You know what? Since this is kind of a hyper-aggressive ship, okay, let's do a block shot, just get you out of the way. Wave beam. Lunge. Defensive. Basic dodge. Scoot. Yeah, we just soak that, or we can just avoid everything. Get in position. And there we go. That was easy. Okay. We can hull. Certainly interesting. Stun source again. We could actually use stun source. Gain 1 stun charge every turn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that we would really get much use out of it. And inverter B, we convert our shields to overdrive and then get 2 shields. So effectively, this could more or less keep us at half shield, in addition to like actually just giving us more and more overdrive. That is really tempting, but I think I'm going to skip for now. Okay, dirty engines, no. Type 22, maybe. Simplicity, though, I think simplicity is where it's at. We will get rid of basic block, basic dodge, and basic swap, I think. Yeah. So get rid of basic block, basic dodge, and actually, do we get rid of basic swap or do we get rid of block shot? Or lunge? We'll be getting more movement and more shield. Get rid of shield surge. Kind of want to get rid of block shot, actually. Or the only reason I'm debating not getting rid of basic swap is the ability to do like a double hit with our wave chart or our wave beam, and also the drawing, which would trigger the damage from sharp edges. I think we get rid of block shot. All right, that was pretty much exactly what we needed. Entering Void's Cradle. Okay. Do that. And that. Wave beam. Go for that. Yeah, there was really no point in that lunge, but, you know, did what it did. Or, you know what I mean. Okay, scoot. Let's multi. Now we wave beam. Now we basic swap. Wait a second, that was a different card I was thinking of that would let it. Well, no, actually that could still let us do the do our big hit twice. We will defensive mode. Shield surge and scoop. All right, now. Let's just lunge, beam them, actually multi, do this, and get out of the way. Well, get partially out of the way. Alright, and wave beam to finish them off. Alright. So far, so good. Shield Surge B for maximum shield capacity. Nah. Okay. We can still only get 2. Don't think that's a huge deal. We'll be getting rid of probably Shield Surge and Lunge, I'm guessing. Or we could get rid of Lunge and Multi-Shot. Alright, anyway, let's get the... What route do I want to go? Let's go... let's go top route, actually. Oh, man. Solar Flare. Okay. Well, hopefully we can end this battle pretty quickly. We'll see how it goes, though. I will hit you with Corrosion Beam. The nice thing is you're mostly shield. Do I have the thing that if I end with extra energy? Yeah, gain shield, okay. For some reason I always think that's evade. Okay. Now you're doing the thing where you like are dodging and stuff. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. Okay. Scoot. Scoot. Defensive mode. Okay, wave beam you again. Scoot. Yeah, we may as well do a little bit of damage, I suppose. And actually, shield surging works out better because we'll get a temp shield. Alright. Okay. Okay, we can finish the battle this time around. Or this, do that, and then wave beam. Okay, big shield, momentum. I don't think we really need that though. With defensive mode. Okay, I think we're good. Yep. Now, I think we go for the unknown energy signature. Hee-hoo! Welcome to my emporium of wondrous ideas, traveler. May I offer you one of my creations? These all seem absolutely useless. Perhaps they are, perhaps they are. Is there anything here that would be good for us, though? Nothing specifically. Hoo-hoo, farewell. Thanks, I guess? Alright, it was worth a try. Okay, Rusting Colossus. Well, we'll add to your corrosion, because may as well. Okay, wave charge. Basic swap. Defensive. And lunge. Scoot. Alright. Good first round. Okay, scoot 1, defensive mode. Wave beam. Shield surge. I should have done that in the other order. Oh well. That'll let us draw, which will still actually, like, harm them. Oh wait, never mind. We can wave beam A. Aha. Alright. Okay. Looking pretty good here. I could just get right into the thick of things, but there's not really a reason to. Let's scoot. Wave beam you. One more. Okay, feeling pretty good with that. Okay, let's do this. Wave beam. Lunge. Defensive. Multi. Okay. So, if we scoot 1, we're taking 1 point of hull damage. If we scoot 1 and play Shield Surge, we're taking 1 point of hull damage because we'll play this, that'll move the cannon, which is our weak spot, and this will hit it. So let's just, you know, do that. Alright. Okay, Overpower B. It is quite interesting. But I think we're pretty good here. Okay, Overcharger. Every 4th turn gain overdrive, so more attack. Armored Bay. Meh. Stun Calibrator. After your first attack, We're kind of mostly just going to be doing like one attack per round, so I think we go with the Overcharger. Okay, common enemy. Hey, Dillian. With your replicator. Alright, let's go ahead and wave charge. Lunge. Wave beam. Some defense. May as well do that. No real point in attacking their shields, so we will just shield ourselves up and call it good. Are they actually losing shield? They're actually losing shield, I think, when they do this. Wave beam. Alright. Defensive mode again. Okay, stun shot. It's interesting, and overpower again. I think we'll skip for now. Artifact. Ooh, the Grazer beam. We miss by 1, enemy takes 1. Not one that I would necessarily go out of my way for in this particular run, but, you know, since it's free and it's not a choice between that and something else, I will certainly take it. Howdy. Salutations. Can I get you anything? I think we get rid of... Lunge, and I'm really actually tempted to get rid of multi-shot. So let's get rid of Lunge. Hope you didn't need that. Alright. A Gemma? I think I'm going to say Gemma. Okay, wave charge first. You don't really have much in the way of shields, so that's helpful. Wave beam. Multi. Because why not? Let's do that, and then get out of the way. I do really like stuff like the Corrosion or like these that basically just bypass shields. For some fights it doesn't really make a difference at all. For other fights it's really convenient. We will multi-shot. Wave beam. May as well surge. Alright. What are you doing here? Comm jam. Alright, wave beam, I guess. Multi-shot, may as well. And actually we can play, well, okay, I can't play the comm jam, but I can play everything else. And get out of the way again. Okay, scoot 1, multi. We'll just defend up, and we win this turn. Okay, iframes, lunge B, Isaac.exe. I think we're good. Okay, final repair. Good afternoon. Is it? Can I get you anything? So at this point, we remove multi-shot. Removed. I actually do kind of like the what's the name of the card that's that I'm using to like toggle, or well, I'm mostly using it for draw. Basic swap, because with the sharp edges and a small deck, basic swap is basically free damage. Okay, so for now though, okay, let's do wave charge. Corrosion beam. Okay, hit him with a wave beam. Basic swap. Another wave beam. Defensive. Field Surge. Scoot 1. And our shields will handle that. Yeah, at this point our deck now is 3 cards for the rest of the fight. Okay. Scoot 1. Do our defense mode, just to toggle that back. And with that. Okay, Shield Surge. Bing, bing. Okay, we're going to take 1 point of damage. No, actually, we're not. Because I think I had an energy I didn't use. Or something. Okay, so we're getting trash. Okay, defensive mode. Now, I could use defensive mode to ironically put myself in more danger. Actually, there's nothing I can do that will avoid this. So I can either reduce the amount of incoming damage by 1 by, like, stunning one of these. Or I can do 1 more damage to that. Every 5th time you attack, gain and evade. Alright. Is there anything for, like, if I... Okay, after I play a card, toggle. Alright. Let's not get too crazy here. Well, but I do have a Shield Surge at my disposal. Okay. Shield Surge. We're gonna Wave Beam. Let's play some trash. We're going to leave that trash, though, because then we get an extra shield, so we're taking less damage. That may screw us over later, we will see. Okay, so now... Wave Beam. Defense. Trash. Shield Surge. There we go. And we are fine. Mostly. Okay. I think at this point I can just go aggressive. Wave Beam. Dead center. Defense. Shield Surge. Taking 6 incoming damage. Yeah, we're good. They don't have many more rounds in them. Okay. I could reduce some damage, though. You know what? The trash is going to become a concern. Okay, let's start with trash, trash. I can play literally everything I have, but then I wouldn't get the extra shield. You know what? Let's be aggressive. Wave Beam. Shield Surge. Defensive mode B. I could actually still get out of the way of this. Okay, let's say I move 2 over to the left. I'm taking 2, 4, because of this, 5. If I stay where I am, I'm taking 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I want to move. Okay, we've got this unless I, like, misclick horribly. Okay, defensive mode. Scoot 1 and Wave Beam. There we go. Alright. Well, that was another victory here, so awesome. Okay, that was a fun one, actually. I'm thinking I don't know. Next time, do I want to do the thing where we try just going all in on the, character.exe cards? Maybe we will. I don't know. Let's see how crazy I'm feeling. But that's something for next week, me, I suppose. For now, hope everybody enjoyed watching. As always, I enjoyed playing, and I'll see everybody next time. See ya!